controversial GPUs. This is no exception, and today I'm going to be going over why the 3050 is probably widely considered one of the most controversial NVIDIA cards ever made. So let's actually open this. So, you don't know, the 3050 was the budget lineup, well, part of the budget lineup for the RTX 30 series cards. Actually recently bought this. You can still buy these new, which is actually pretty cool. MSI graphics card quick start, and I believe, what is this? The MSI rewards program, yep. Just submit in other languages. Then, the GPU. That's all you get in the box. Now, that's literally what you should get in the box. I mean, I don't know why you get anything else. So, let me open this up, and we'll talk more about it, because this card, well, specifically this way it looks, I really do like this design of the card. Pull it off. There we go. This is the RTX 3050. So, what made this card so controversial? The price and the amount of VRAM. When this launched, it was $220. Now, by some standards, it doesn't sound that bad. However, it became more controversial back when NVIDIA released the 3050 6GB version. Yeah, 6GB version that was $20 less than the 8GB. This is the 8GB. I about bought the 6GB, and I'm glad I didn't. There you go, GeForce RTX, and you need a 6-pin power adapter. Then it just says GeForce RTX on top. Now, you might be wondering, what's so bad about spending $200 on a GPU? It's the value. There's no such thing as bad cards. Bad value is kind of what made the 3060, well, the 3050 so controversial. The 3060, you can still get 3060s for like $250. And those have like 12 gigs of VRAM. Every other 60 series for the 4060 and the 5060, those have been absolutely crap. 8 gigabytes of VRAM. Like, the same amount of VRAM this has is in the 4060 and the 5060. Now, saying, should you get this card if you're on a budget? It's a complicated answer. Honestly, this card does not seem terrible if you get it at a cheaper price. You can find these used on eBay for probably about, I would say, $150, maybe a little cheaper or a little more expensive, depending on what model you get. You can still get these MSI Venture cards, actually pretty readily available. I mean, you're gonna get DVI, DisplayPort, and HDMI, but you know you're not gonna get as good value as, say, the 3060, because for $250, 12 gigabytes of VRAM and a much more powerful card, it's more worth value. It's good value. $220 for this is not good value. However, I'm not going to be complaining because I was the one that made this purchase, and I'm building a computer out of it. So, flame me in the comments. However, this is just my humble opinion on the 3050. It's not a bad card, but the value could be better. It could have been. But NVIDIA made it worse with the 6GB version. So, you might be wondering, why haven't I put it in a computer yet? Well, I kinda did. That was going to be this week's video, is me upgrading my desktop computer, which was an old Lenovo Idea Center, until I found out that the reason the computer was not turning on was because you needed one of these. It is a 24-pin to a 10-pin adapter for Lenovo workstations, and you have, if you're using a 24-pin, you have a 50-50 chance of either it working or frying your components. And I guarantee you someone's going to say that doesn't sound right, but this, I'm reading from what I read on the reviews, and honestly, I wouldn't like to take a chance. So honestly, I think spending more to make a whole new computer that I know is not going to get fried because it takes a 24 pin, it's going to be better for the long run. And to be honest, I just need a new computer. Because if you want to seem that this card is bad value, I bought a laptop with a 1053 gigabyte for $600. That's bad value. Now, granted, you're just buying the GPU. But I bought a laptop, but the GPU value was still terrible. So, lesson. Choose the right GPU or parts for whatever you're doing. And read up on it before you buy it. Honestly, I knew these were controversial, but it's a step up for me because I don't want to keep using a GTX 1050 3GB laptop card. It's a mouthful, but it's true. Anyway, that's going to be the video for this week. Next week, I want to hope I can get a test bench video out with all the parts. Because I am getting the motherboard and CPU in, I believe Tuesday. So the video might come earlier, so it's going to make up for the past 2 videos that I was supposed to come out with. So, I hope that we're good there. And then, hopefully, we'll be able to make a full video whenever I'm able to actually build the PC. And I might actually live stream me building the computer and showing you how I screw up a build. Because trust me, if you want to see me try to build a stinking computer like I did when I was trying to replace the parts, it was bad. I used stinking electrical tape to hold a SATA SSD in place. That's how bad it was. Anyway, this is kind of like a little video. It is a really interesting video because, like, the fact that you can still get these is kind of a little shocking since these cards are almost 3 years old. Probably older. Anyway, that's going to be the video for this week. I hope y'all enjoyed. If y'all want to continue to support me, just go ahead and like hit the little subscribe button down there, and like if you're feeling a little generous, you can hit the like button too. If I somehow reach 500 subscribers, I'm gonna start channel memberships. So where $1 a month, you're gonna get extra videos, and I want to get there so that I can start pursuing content creation and making a little money on the side, so I can keep making these videos. Because making these videos are not cheap. So, thank you again, and I'll see y'all later.